Hello everyone, how y'all doing? Welcome back to my channel. We are getting ready to continue diamond painting on the white tiger, because as you can see, we're almost done. Let me move this out of the way so you can kind of get a look at it. Let me see. Let me raise you up just a hair, okay? There we go. And as you can see, we're getting there slowly, but we are getting there. So I'm gonna bring you back down to where you can see my work, where I'm working at. I'm gonna tilt this just slightly. There. Okay. Yeah, I started a video earlier, and for some reason, my phone shut off several times. So I missed a couple of really good videos. So we'll kind of make up for what we lost here in just a little while after we work on this tiger here. What I'm working on is the A, which there's a lot of them here. Yeah, but I showed you a video. I made a video and it messed up about the pins that I use and where I got them from, the trays that I use, and just basic stuff of what the tools that I use to work my diamond paintings. And as I was continuing the video, it shut off, and so I don't know what happened. So what we had to do is I had to end up starting all over again. But that's okay, no big deal. We'll catch up with it some other time, right? Yeah, my daughter was saying that they're talking about having to work this Saturday again. Luckily, they didn't have to work Saturday last week, but they're probably going to have to work it this week. They're bringing in truckloads of chickens and stuff to be processed from out of state. And why, I don't know, but they are. And so, I don't know. They're probably cleaning out the houses, getting all the chickens out because winter's coming. And they usually reduce their flock during the winter time. And anyhow, so I think that's what's happening. Yeah, we got a lot of chicken houses and poultry farms and stuff going on around the area. And so that's what it is. It's mostly agriculture around this area. We don't have too much in the way of a lot of industry. I mean, we got some. I'm not saying we don't, but most of our industry is based in Chattanooga. So in this area, it's mostly agriculture. But we're getting there on this tiger. It's pretty soon it'll be done. And then we can move on to doing something else. Yeah, but like I said, this one here has got a lot of A's in it. So, yeah, I got a notification from Temu that one of my shipments has been shipped. And so we're looking at maybe 10 days from now, if I'm lucky. Sorry about not being very talkative. I don't know, just don't have a lot to say right now. But that's all right. We can just chatter. I'll just chatter away at you. I'll figure out something to talk about. And we'll, you know, keep right on laying diamonds. Mhm. Yeah, I was going to text my brother earlier today, but I forgot. I got busy, and by the time I remembered, it's, almost 9 o'clock now. So I'll wait and I'll text him tomorrow in the morning, you know, see how he's doing. And anyhow, so there's been an awful lot of stuff going on around the election, you know, awful stuff, if you know what I mean. I can't really discuss it because I don't want to be dinged by YouTube, but we need to keep everybody involved in our prayers, okay? Because this is, the closer we get, the crazier it becomes. I've lived a long time, and this is the first time I've ever seen it get this bad. It's just unreal. I guess y'all could say it's like the signs of the times, I guess. You know, they're trying to force the American people into becoming a communist country, and I don't think anybody really wants that. There's one. I knew I had another A out there somewhere. I just had to find it. Yep, there's a couple more right there. Yeah, I'm drawing a blank on what to talk about. you know, I know I've got that Audible, and so I listen to a lot of books. And anyway, I had like 4 credits that had built up, and so I spent all of my credits. I got some Agatha Christie novels and a couple other ones. I've got Lindsay Sands. I like her, and but anyhow, I guess we're out of A's, I think, because I don't see any more. Nope. All right, let me look over here, make sure there's none over here, just to be on the safe side. Yep, there's one right there. Look at that, way up there. I think that's the only one. Yeah. Any more A's up this way? No, I don't see any more. Okay. All right. We'll put this away and we'll get something else. Yeah, it's been kind of overcast here today. The sun would come out for a little while and then it would go in and it'd be overcast for a while. And then the sun would come out again. So, it would go, looks like it's going to rain, then it doesn't, then it does, So me and the girls we decided to stay in today. And so I got them up on the shelf, way up on the top there, sleeping. So they're being lazy today. And, but anyway, so, get out, buddy. Let's see what we want to work on. How about the Y's? Yeah, we'll do with the Y's. And that is 31. Yeah. Oh, come on now. Yeah, the only problem with this particular type of container is it has a tendency to spin when you go to get it out. So well, it is what it is. Yeah, my daughter got herself a couple of pairs of these little earplug things, and she tried mine on that I had, and she liked them, and so she decided to get a couple of pairs of them. I think I already told you this, I think, but she tried them out yesterday, and she said they did a really, really good job, and the charge on them lasted a long time, because she did a 9 or a 10-hour stint at work last night, and she listened to 3 books while she was working on the line. And she said they lasted on the entire time that she was working. The earphones were going strong. And I said, well, that's good. I said, because I knew they had a strong battery in them. They would hold a good long charge. And because I've got a set of them and I love them. These are the type, they're so tiny, they're called minis, and they are so small that you can put them in your ear and go to sleep and wear them while you're sleeping, and you don't even know they're there. Okay? And I got them from Temu, of course. And I think I paid like $6 or $7 for them. It wasn't much. And I like them. I really like them. They're very comfortable, and they got good sound to them, and they're right in my price range. Yeah. But so she decided to try them, and so she got herself a couple of pairs. And she said she liked them so much, and they were so comfortable. She decided to get 2. as a backup chit in case something happens to the other. I said, well, that's a good idea, and so that's what she did. And she used them the other night, and she said they did great. And she said when she plugged them back in to recharge them when she got home, um, she said she popped them in the little charger, uh, and on the little charger it shows a gauge. Let me see if I can find mine. All right, where are you? No, I got them sitting right here. And anyhow, I hate it when things get tucked down behind the table. Come on, there you are. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Sitting there chasing it all over the place is what I'm doing. It's all behind all these wires. Okay. Anyhow, all right. Anyway, this is what they look like. All right, and if you look, I don't know if you can see it or not, but inside it has a little. Now, see, as soon as I open it, it shuts off. But it has a little gauge across here, and she said she put hers in the charger, and it was only like down by like 64%, and she'd been running it for about 10 hours. So I thought, wow, that's a good thing. And so anyway, so she's happy with them. Yeah, I listen. I use them when my grandson is asleep. His room is right next to mine. Excuse me, and so I try to keep it as quiet as I can when he's sleeping during the day. So that's where I use the earphones, and that way he can't hear what I'm doing. Now, if I'm talking, then it's a little bit different. you know. But most of the time, he's like me. He's a very light sleeper. And so what I try to do is I try to keep it as quiet as possible while he's sleeping, because these walls aren't exactly thick, And so I have to keep my volume on everything down, or I have to use my earbuds. So, which that's okay. Yeah, I went out to empty the dishwasher this morning, and I think my daughter forgot to run it last night. So I ended up checking them, and it didn't look like it had been run. So I just went ahead and stuck the soap in there and went ahead and ran it. And then came out later this afternoon and emptied it for her. So got that part done. I still got to get to my laundry, which I haven't done that yet. Been lazy the last day or so. Yeah, my daughter, she cooked dinner last night, and I didn't even eat last night. I just wasn't feeling that great. I don't know. Just wasn't hungry. And I don't eat unless I'm hungry. And so anyway, so about 3 o'clock this morning, I woke up and was a little on the hungry side, but I didn't want to eat a full meal. So what I did is I put some butter on some toast and had a couple of pieces of toast, you know, and that tied me over until the morning, until I got up in the morning. So, yeah, these Y's are scattered, you know, as you can see. Yeah, they're kind of scattered all over the place. Yeah. But that's all right. We'll get it done. Yeah, I was thinking about getting into doing that one that I've got, the ladybug. That's the special drills. I was thinking about trying to do that one next, you know, but we'll see. I'd like to get it done and get it hung up. And with the special drills, it won't take long to complete it. So, that way I can hang it up and whatnot, seal it and hang it. See, I hang it on the back of my door, facing uh, facing into the room, and that way, that's ladybug space. Yeah. Uh, yeah, I've carried the nickname Ladybug for years. I I was at work and we had a couple of these girls and um, they just started calling me Ladybug. I don't know why, but they did, and been carrying it ever since. That's why I named the my channel Ladybug. You know. Yeah, they'd either call me Ladybug or they call me Boo. Why, I don't know. But, you know, that's just the way they were. And I was trying to figure out a name for my channel. And finally, I thought, you know what? Why not just use your nickname? I mean, after all, it's as good as any, I guess. And so I just set it up as Ladybug. You know. Yeah, I've been working on that watercolor cardinal too. Been working on that as well. I got a little bit done. Not a lot, but a little bit. Yeah. See a lot of sevens. I think I got all the Y's. I think. Oh, there's one. And there's a couple more. Like I said, as soon as you think you got them all, then all of a sudden they start popping out. You're going, ah, I'm over here. Um, yeah, got a lot of C's. And 7. No, I think we got them this time. Nope. think we'll go after the C's next. Yep, we got some down here, which I didn't see. Now, because we got a lot of C's too. Alrighty. Well, if I run across any more Y's, I'll pick them up on my way through while I'm working on something else. Yep. And yeah, I want to get this one done and get it finished because of the we got that. I want to finish it by the end of the month because that's when the event ends. And so let's see, do number C, number 12. Get back in there. Now I got a couple of C's right over here that I know was sitting here. So I'm going to go ahead and get them first. Let's see, there's one there. And I think that's it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I had a lady was asking about my pens that I use, what I call my little fat pens. And whatnot. So I told her where I got it from. Because she's like me, she likes these chunky ones. They're easier on the hands. So if you got arthritis in your hands or in your thumb, I tell you what, these save your hands considerably. You know, they kind of remind me of you. I don't know if y'all remember them or not, but back when we were a kid, we had these crayons that were about this size, but they were fat like this. We had these we called fat crayons, and that's what these things kind of remind me of. Is those real chunky crayons that we used to have as in like kindergarten or first grade. Yeah. I don't even know if they even make those anymore, to be honest with you. I know I see the regular skinny crayons, but I don't see the big ones too much anymore. Well, yeah, I was looking around through the drawers that I keep all of my art stuff in, and found my colored pencils. And so I'm going to dig them out. And because I thought I might end up having to buy a whole new set, but luckily I found them, so I don't have to buy another set. And I think I'm going to start coloring a little bit. You know, I used to color a lot years ago, but it's been a while. And so anyway, yeah, and I ordered myself a new adult coloring book, and it's got a lot of pastoral stuff on it. Got a refill. And so that should be coming in a few weeks. And then I've got a couple of them already here that I've got. I got one that's got kitty cats in it. all different types of cats. And then the other one I got is these unusual looking um, like tree houses. So yeah, I think I also ordered a book that's it has gnomes in it, all different types of gnomes. So that way I got a variety to choose from. Yeah. Yeah, when you're on third shift and there's nobody there but you and the cameras, you have to find something to keep you occupied. You watch the cameras, yes, but at the same time, you've also got to have something to keep you awake. Because when you're sitting there 8, 9, 10 hours staring at a camera screen, and there's nothing moving on the screen, it's just quiet and there's nothing going on, then yeah, it gets a little boring and you get sleepy real easy. So I used to crochet at work. I used to cross stitch at work. And I also used to color. So when I would, pack my backpack, I had coloring books, uh, your coloring your coloring pencils, your colored pencils. I would have some little crochet project or whatever, and then I'd also have a cross stitch project, and that's what I used to carry in my backpack, along with all my other equipment, you know. And hey, you got to do something to stay awake, right? So at 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, when there's nothing happening and nobody's stirring, I would sit there and color, or I would crochet or whatever, right? And that would keep me awake. At least I wasn't falling asleep, right? Or I'd listen to my Audible books. So, I had a lot of things going, when I had to, because if I didn't, I'd end up falling asleep, you know, and we can't have that happen. I don't know how many officers we had to let go because of them falling asleep at the job, you know, and not doing their job. They would fall asleep immediately. And this went on for a while, and they would eventually get caught and end up getting fired for it. So that's why I always brought stuff with me to keep me, you know, my brain engaged. You know, I was sure the manager that was down there, he didn't care much for it, but there's nothing he could do about it because our handbook didn't say anything about crocheting or doing needlepoint or whatever, It didn't say a word about it. All it said was no reading on the job, no playing video games. Let's see what else. There was something else that was on the thing. Oh, and no watching television. Like you on your cell phone. You know. So okay, I can handle that. So what I would do is I would listen to a book on my cell phone. And if I wasn't doing that, then I was listening to music. All right. Or I would be working on a cross stitch or crocheting or coloring. And my boss used to go, he said, I wish you wouldn't do that. And I said, well, it's not against the rules. Handbook says it doesn't say anything about these. And he said, well, yeah, you're right. And I said, besides that, I can do more than one thing at a time. I can multitask very easily. So after a while, he just gave up complaining about it and whatnot. Because, I did my job. I got everything, all of my major work I got done, by about 1 o'clock in the morning. And so from that point on, it was really nothing to do. I had all of my other work done. So he didn't complain too much. At least I showed up, right? Uh, and so that's what I used to do when I was on third shift. And after about 3 o'clock, it was dead quiet. There was nothing going on. And so I would pull out my little projects and sit and work on them. And then I'd put it down and get up and go do my rounds when I was supposed to. And then I come back and I pick up doing whatever it is I was doing. So, I did my rounds. I checked all the electronic stuff, and and then when I came back, I could sit down and I could go back to doing what I was doing. And then about 5:45, I would put everything away, and because we had our people started rolling in about 6 o'clock in the morning, and so I would just take and put everything away, and and then I would get off around 7, so everything was good. It was an easy job, but it was also a very stressful job because that particular company liked to keep the guards on their on the edge all the time, and so yeah, the bad part about that particular job and that particular company, all right, was that they didn't um, relax, at all. They wanted you on edge all the time, and so I mean, they were pretty nasty in the aspect of firing people, because they would tell you would come to work, right, and the other guard that was there would say, "What are you doing here?" And I said, "Well, it's because I'm supposed to be here, right?" And they'll go, "Well, I understand you were fired." I said, "Really?" you know, yeah, they're really, they were very unprofessional. You get on the phone with them and says, "Oh yeah, I forgot to call you." And so you wasted all that time, the gas coming in, you know, just to find out that you were no longer employed. And so you never knew from one day to the next whether or not you had a job. And this is the way they operated. Very unprofessional. Courtesy would have said, "Hey, could have called you up and say, listen, I'm going to have to let you go, blah, blah, blah," or whatever. That would be just common courtesy. But they didn't have that. So, anyhow, and that is one reason why I don't miss that company or that job at all. Found a couple of Y's right there. Yeah. righty, I think we're going to wrap this up, I think. Because I don't want to keep it too long, and we're already at 18 minutes after 9, so we've been here for a while. And hopefully y'all had a really great day today, and a blessed day, because I know it's hump day, it's church day. So I hope that you got lots of blessings if you went to church. And if not, I still hope that you got blessings. And we will probably get back with you sometime tomorrow. You know, I may take one day a week. All right, like Love Crafts Forever. She does like a stitch along one day a week on one particular project, and I was thinking about doing the same, and just take one day out of the week and do nothing but stitching. We'll see. Because I know I've got a lot of stitchers that listen in, as well as diamond painters. So I just may do that. Alrighty, let me finish this last couple here. Got a couple of them right up here I want to get done. And then we will call it quits for the night. Alrighty, there we go. Well, y'all have a good night. Have a good day tomorrow. And I will catch you when I come back on tomorrow. All right? Good night.